Good morning, guys. Welcome to the stream. A little bit of we're straight in on it today. So this is a private game today on Saturday morning. We've got these guys are in all day, so they'll be playing this afternoon as well. We're doing, I think they're starting with a team deathmatch this morning just to warm themselves up. It's a much cooler day today as well, so hopefully the players last a lot longer than they did last night. Oh, lots of bangs and stuff going off today. Most of these guys have all they've all played here before, which is cool. They're like fairly regular players. So they've booked the whole thing out for themselves. They're like little team of guys they've got going. So they can have some fun on their own, I guess. Lots of pistols. Pistols are always my go-to for CQB. It's just so much easier. A lot less to carry as well, I seem to find. Lots of respawns on both sides, which is nice to see. Fairly even teams to start the day out. We'll see how it is towards the end of the game, obviously. But these first two games are just to sort of like help us judge if the teams are balanced. Not that it particularly matters on a private game, because they can effectively do whatever they like. It's all about having fun for those guys. They've hired the space, so yeah. If you do want to hire our place out as well, just let us know. And it's completely doable. There's a bit of a grenade going off there. Some of these players are braver than me, not wearing face protection. Lower face protection anyway. We always recommend full face if you're playing indoors. It's just so much safer. Just wearing goggles is a bit risky. Just coming up to the last 10 seconds of this game here. Okay, so the Reds win. I'll confirm the numbers there, but they got the less numbers. I think the green team got 51. I'll have to find out what the Reds got. Give me 2 seconds. So there we go. I've put it in the chat there. So the Reds had 45 respawns and the Greens had 51. So well done to the Reds, but that wasn't far off, to be fair. There's only 6 respawn difference. We'll get you guys on a little break. And then we'll be back in for some more games. So bear with us a couple minutes. We'll be back then. So not too long now. I think players are just sorting some of their gear out and testing a couple things before the next game. We'll be doing another team deathmatch, I believe. If that changes, I'll let you know. But yeah, a couple more minutes and we should be ready to go. Okay, so the players are just entering the arena now. I'll just get those cameras switched over for you guys. So I believe we're doing another game of team deathmatch. I'll just double check with Dan, but I'm pretty sure that's what we're doing. Yeah, so this is another one, another team deathmatch. I don't know how many there are up there today. I think there's 8. Maybe 7. Not sure. But yeah, so last time it was the Reds one, which are the guys on the left camera. Yes, yeah, the bottom left camera there. And then you got the greens on the bottom right. I think the Reds have actually got less people, so very good. And here we go. Game on. So pretty even respawns so far as well, which is cool. Nice start to another round. But like I said last time, these guys are all good friends, so they all play together quite a lot. So in team deathmatch, we don't actually use the targets, even though the players are shooting them occasionally. The only thing we use, like the reason the scoreboard's active, is that we use these spawn buttons. As you can see, they're pressing those buttons in the spawn. Every time they press that button, it just counts their respawn. So it's like a tally. So basically the team with the least amount of respawns at the end of the game is obviously the winning team. So last time it was 45 to the reds and 51 to the greens, so we'll see how close this one is. I imagine it will be fairly similar. But we operate like a 5-second respawn as well, just to sort of give players a chance to move about a bit more and progress a bit more in the arena. So they'll press the button and count to 5 and then they can go back in. Some players can count to 5 a little faster than others though. We've got 2 minutes left on this one. I think it's been fairly even so far. It looks just as one player respawns, the other one respawns on the other team. So it seems to be like a very trade-off kind of game. I don't know who's going to be winning, really, to be honest. Just a random guess, I would say maybe the Reds, but not too sure. We shall see. Coming up to 1 minute left now. There we go. Dan just said it. Oh, nice little slide there. So that is game over. I'll find out who won in just a moment's time. I think it looks fairly even. Oh, it was even. Okay, so the Reds had 56 respawns, and the Greens had 51. So again, very close. Only 5 respawns this time. Difference there, but the Greens won their second round. So it's nice that they've both had a win so far, which is really good. Shows that they're obviously very well balanced teams. But I assume that probably be the case with these guys. They are a group of friends and they all play together, so they all play fairly similarly, I think. But we will be back in a couple minutes time with a 2-shooter flip, I think. Yes, yeah, Dan's just confirmed that. Okay, yeah, so Dan's just confirmed 2-shooter flip in about 5 minutes time, so bear with us for 5 minutes. Enjoy our lovely adverts while you wait. There's lots of cool stuff that Matt's added on there, so keep an eye out for it. But yeah, we'll be back soon. I think we've got a full house tomorrow as well, which is cool. Full day. I think there's 12 in the morning and then there's a few less in the afternoon, but still pretty good day tomorrow too. So if you're unavailable to watch our stream all day tomorrow, you can always come back tomorrow and have a look then. You can sit there and watch all day on a Sunday. It'll be nice weather as well, so you can sit in the garden with a beer. That's what I'd be doing if I wasn't here at work. But yeah, I think the players are just having a little bit of a breather.
G. Work on being better when I'm 70. Your drip is just a water spring. You know I drip different, just the 7 C's. I deal with life different, make that limit squeeze. Went off for my style and identity. Better bounce back and get the cheddar cheese. I guess that's why they envy me. On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up. Way up, pray up. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. I got his band like I'm Barry Bonds. Running through the money, but the money's long. I don't love it, but I need it, keep it coming on. Only friendly, me and friends, we don't get along. I put that on my name, that I put them on. I put myself on stage as they sing along. I might book a session, do 100 songs. I'ma let you hear them just to prove you wrong. On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up. Pray up. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going.
As you can see, the our nice pyro demonstration videos there. We are fully stocked up on pyro at the moment, so if you do need anything, we've got it. Obviously we don't use it in our arena, but we're not the only place that uses the place at Airsoft, so there's plenty of places to use it. We've got tons and tons, all the way from Mark 5s to Mark 9s. We've got I think we've got the electronic fuse ones coming in soon as well, which is cool. We've got mortars, we've got ball grenades, we've got smokes, all sorts of stuff. We did just see a really cool demonstration as well from FBS. They had these like parachute smokes, so like they're used by parachuters. They strap them to their legs while they're doing the parachuting, so you can get like the smoke trails. And they're insane. So much smoke comes out of those. They'd be really cool for like big events. But they'll be available at some point. We probably won't hold much stock of those, if any. But if that's something that you're into, let us know. We'll probably get you some in special. They're fairly expensive though, so but they burn for like 2 or 3 minutes, I think he said, and it's a ridiculous amount of smoke. Just a couple more minutes now. I think players are just reloading and things like that. We'll be back soon. I think we're doing 2-shooter flip. That's a really cool game that involves our targets as well, so you'll want to see that one, so stay tuned. couple more minutes and we should be back in for that round.
A generation of my time.
Okay, so players are just entering the arena now. Let's get those cams switched over. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, that's good. Give me 1 second. There we go. I don't know what happened there, but it's all sorted now. Okay, that was odd. Sorry about that. Looks like the players are already shooting each other in their spawn, but just having a mess around, I think. I think they may have had a little bit of a mix around on teams. I'm not sure. So this round will be two shooter flip. In two shooter flip, the aim of the game is to find the targets, activate them by shooting them, and turn them to your team's color. You want to hold them, well, you want to hold as many in your color as you can, basically, for the longest period of time. And here we go. So the more targets your team is holding of your color, the more points you'll be getting, and obviously you'll win with the most points. Respawns do count in this game as well, so they will be a factor. The more your team respawns, the more points you'll lose at the end of the game. Off to a pretty good start. The reds are on 12, and then the greens, it's going up and down. But the reds are definitely doing a little bit better. I think there's 2 targets that still haven't been activated. Lots of back and forth. You can hear him going crazy up there, changing targets constantly. Still 2 unclaimed, but we are only a minute in, so that's decent. Last time I think it was we got to 5 minutes and they'd only taken 10. That was yesterday, and it was like, what are they doing? I thought there was something wrong with the game, but no, they just hadn't moved anywhere or found any targets, which was an odd one. You might notice the players pressing a button as they get on the respawn there. I think one of them just didn't though, so I'll have to mention that to Dan. But so the idea is they'll press that button and it will tally up how many times that they've respawned, which is cool because it factors in the points on at the end of the game. So it just made Dan aware that one of the players wasn't pressing the spawn button. He might have just genuinely not have realised that he has to do that, which is fair enough. But that's you know, it will be, his team will get an advantage from him not pressing that button. So we'll see. There you go. I think he just didn't realise, so he pressed it a few times to add his respawns. So it makes it fair there. It's not a huge factor, the respawn things, but you know, it's all nice and fair, and it's not a concept that I don't think any other site uses. So it's a bit of a strange one if you play at other places to grasp, but it's a cool thing, a cool feature that we've added. We thought people would like it. So far, everybody seems to think it's cool. But yeah. There you go, just one of the players pressed it a few times for all the people there. He's still braver than I, that guy, not wearing lower face protection. I would not recommend that, especially indoors. Full face, we always recommend to people. We even mentioned it in our safety briefing, I believe. It's just so much safer. You don't want to risk you losing your teeth. That can get quite expensive, that. So our arena is designed in a way where you really need to keep moving. We say like the best way to do it is sort of like, if you shoot, you need to move, kind of thing. Just like 5 seconds after. You don't really want to stand somewhere for too long. Otherwise, you are at a massive risk of just getting shot from multiple places. Every single way you can go in the arena, there's 2 other ways that you can go forwards. So there's obviously ways behind you as well. So you can get shot from 3 or 4 places at a time. Designed it that way on purpose, so that changes the game mode up. It makes the place very sort of disorientating. There's a lot of like nice little corners you can hide in and stuff like that too, for like a little while if you want to get the jump on a player coming around the corner. But there's always a place to get shot from. We did used to have windows in our arena. We're still sort of not against adding a couple somewhere, but we're just trying to figure out the best place for them. A lot of the feedback we've had says, like, people said that it doesn't need windows. We've had a few people ask for them, but not sure what to do on that situation. I personally don't think we need them. Just adding them might completely change and ruin the arena, but potentially maybe we add something that we can, like a flap or something that we can add, and then we can shut it, open and shut it as we need. So if some players don't want the window, we can always just close it up. Ooh, player using a vector there, don't see that very often. In the bottom right camera in the respawn there. Do like the look of the vectors. I've got a gas blowback one myself, but it doesn't work. Can't get the parts for them anymore. There's the last 5 seconds of the game here. Yep, that was game over. So I think the Reds win. I'll find out what the respawns were, but yeah, it looks like the Reds definitely held the majority of the targets there. I think the Greens were taking out the players, but not so much doing the objective. But not that it matters too much. It's not about winning or losing. It's all just about having fun, really. But I'll find out what the difference in respawns was from Dan in a moment. So the respawns were incredibly close. It was 46 to the Reds, I think, and the Greens had 44. So the Greens technically they won on kills, so that's good for them. But the objective, obviously, the Reds did majority dominate. It was almost 80% of the game time they held majority targets there. So well done to the Reds. Greens, maybe try not to focus on just shooting the players as much. So you're probably having a lot of fun, but yeah, try and do some objectives next round. But that's why we've got 2 rounds of each game, so there's a fair chance for there to be a win on each side. So give us a couple minutes. I think they'll just have a breather. It's more like 5 minutes, I imagine. We'll be back soon. Okay, so we've got another round of two-shooter flip, just reversing the end of the arena here. Not that it makes any difference. See, it's a mirrored arena, but yeah, we'll be doing that. I think players are just starting to enter the arena, so I'll get those cameras switched over in a moment. There's only 1 or 2 in there now, so hold off for a minute. Oh, excuse my squeaky chair. Okay, so players are now in the arena. There we go. So we're doing another round of two-shooter flip. If you didn't catch the first game, two-shooter flip is a nice and simple game really that uses the targets. Not sure what's going on there on the bottom right camera. The guy poking a gun in the other guy's head. But yeah, the idea of the game is to capture and hold as many targets as you can for the longest time, basically. The way you do that is, first of all, the targets start off basically off. You have to go around, find the targets, shoot them until they become your team's color, so there's green or red. you'll notice the red players are actually the blue players, but we don't have a blue setting on the targets, so they are the red team. You hear me referring to them as that. Obviously they have to then hold as many of the targets for as long as they can, really, in their color. Respawns do count on this as well, so they'll take a like the more respawns that the team has, the more points will be taken off at the end of the game. So nice and simple. No worries. So Dan just let me know the game's just about to start. And here we go. Very fast to start. The sound is actually a little bit delayed there, so you'll see that they ran across the arena very quickly. It looked like they started before you heard the sound, but the game had actually started. So, sort of a fairly even start. Reds are still slightly ahead. Oh, not anymore. Never mind. Oh, they are now. So, but not far off. So it's still fairly even. Not all the targets have been active. So what we got? We've got 15 targets active. So there's 5 more. The Reds are sort of steaming ahead now. They did just take out all of the greens though, pretty much, apart from one, I think. So I think that affected them. Yeah, definitely did. Still 15 targets though. There's still 5 that haven't been shot. You can see at least one on the cameras. Player just ran straight past it on top left, looking directly at it now. So hopefully he realizes. It's just a difficult one to get to, that, because we had that yesterday. Players kept walking past that target. Obviously quite a contested area. That guy there poked his head around the corner, looked straight at the target, didn't even shoot it. I think it just goes to show. There you go, someone showed it now. But it goes to show that sometimes players really aren't objective focused. Oh, the greens have suddenly taken the lead. Okay, when did that happen? Still missing 3 targets though. I have a feeling 2 of them are in the back corners. So you've got the top right camera and the center camera. Those 2 are the opposite corners of the arena, and there is a target right in the corner. Grenades going off there. Not quite sure where that was. Sounded like it made a noise though. It's quite loud. I think they're using the reusable primer ones, the BFGs and stuff. Definitely recommend getting one of them if you're a CQ Blue player. There you go. All 20 of the targets now active. So both teams got 10 points each. This is a fairly even one. Both teams have taken a strong lead, but they're evening out now. So it's going to be, at the moment, it's really hard to tell who's going to be winning. Which are the sort of games that we like, the ones where we're not sure what's happening. So it's still even, just in the midpoint of the game now, which is very good. Could be anyone's game really. I'm really unsure. The Reds are now taking a bit of a lead. Quite a bit of a lead now. They have 16-4, so that's quite heavy on them. But there are, most of the green team are in the spawn currently, so that's probably why. Oh, they almost had every single target then. They had one left to grab. If the greens don't pull this back though, this just probably means that the Reds are going to win. This is quite a strong lead and they're holding it for quite some time. Oh, they're bringing it back. Not quite enough though. And the Reds are taking it back again. The Reds do seem to be the stronger team in this game mode. Both teams are very equal in terms of shooting at each other, but objectives, or especially in this game mode at least, the greens don't seem to be doing too well. If you are just joining us today, see the numbers going up and down on the viewers there. We are running a 2-shooter flip. This is a private game all day today, so these guys have hired the whole place out for the whole day. Have some fun. We're currently playing 2-shooter flip, which is a target based game. The players will basically have to shoot the targets, turn them to their colour and hold them in their colour for as long as they can. The more targets they hold, the more points they get. As you can see by the scoreboard on the bottom of the screen there, the Reds are currently destroying the greens. They're holding 18 targets to, well, now a little less. The greens are pulling it back, but they're holding a lot more targets than the greens are. Certainly started off fairly even, but the Reds, I think, have probably taken the win now. They've held majority targets for a good couple minutes now. We've only got 2 minutes left on this game too. So unless the greens do some crazy stuff, they've started to take a lead now, but unless they hold all of the targets for the rest of the game, I don't think they're going to win this. I could be wrong though. Evened out now, but I think it's a sort of a little too late kind of situation. They've only got a minute left. Although they are pulling the majority of the targets, they're not pulling quite enough. The Reds are still holding their ground. As you can see, there's a little bit of a sound delay there. It's about a 20-second delay on the audio for some reason. The cameras are all synced up to real time though, but not sure what the audio is doing. We'll have to figure that out. We've got a lot of gremlins this week messing with our systems. Hopefully all should be resolved as we move closer to the arena. We've got an office that we're just waiting on some furniture and stuff being put in, but that'll be good. We got 10 seconds left. I think the Reds have won this one. Yep. The Reds win. Not too. They only held. It was like 60% of the time they held majority, so that's not too bad. But they did definitely hold it longer than the Greens there. So well done to the Reds. Find out what the respawns were like and see how equal the teams were in that sort of sense. But yeah, give me a couple of minutes. Okay, so the Greens did actually respawn a lot more than the Reds there. It was 63 respawns to the Greens and 54. I mean, it's not too many, but it's almost 10 respawns difference there, 9. So well done to the Reds. A good couple rounds there. They seem to definitely be the dominant one in two-shooter flip. We will be back with another game mode in a couple minutes time, probably more likely 5-10 minutes. These guys probably want a little bit of a break after that one. They're all non-stop moving in there. And I think it's getting quite warm now because the sun's out, so getting a bit hot. We are getting air conditioning installed soon, so you'll be pleased to hear if you're one of our players. It'll be much cooler up there soon. We'll have a nice air conditioned safe zone, and then we're gonna have some sort of like airflow system in the arena because it's too big to realistically air condition the whole thing. But yeah, we're gonna hopefully that'll cool it down a little bit. But yeah, we will be back in a few minutes time with some more games. I'm not sure what they're going to play now. It's usually an attack and defend next is the one that Dan usually goes for, but we'll wait and see. So Dan's just informed me that the next game they will be playing will be the attack and defend one, like I said. This is my favourite game that we play upstairs. It can either be over in a second or it can last the whole 10 minutes. But it's good fun. Basically, the aim is to capture all of the targets in the arena in the fastest time. And the way you do that is just by shooting them. One team will attack, one team will defend. The defenders have usually got limited lives, so they'll only respawn 2 or 3 times, and then they'll have to wait. The attackers, on the other hand, have got unlimited lives. So I think I said that right. So the defenders have got a limit on their lives, and the attackers are unlimited. So good fun there. I think the fastest time we've had was something like I think it was 55 seconds it was, or 54 seconds. Apparently we've had a faster one than that, but nobody's shown me the evidence of that. It wasn't on stream. So on stream our fastest time was 55 seconds, so that's what we're counting in here. The guys almost beat it yesterday. They had 19 targets at 50 seconds, and then it took them an extra 2 minutes or something like that. Oh no, an extra minute I think it was to get the last one. So that was a shame, but we'll see who has the fastest time. These guys are quite they've played in here a couple times now, so they're sort of more experienced players in our new arena here. So hopefully we can do some really cool times, some really fast ones. So this break might be a little bit longer than the other ones have been. The players are just ordering some food and stuff for lunch. We do have like a fully catered calf and everything in our shop and underneath our arena. So if you do come down here, we've got lots of food options for you guys. You book for a full day, you do get food included with your full day, but it's not like the full menu. You're limited on certain things, but you can upgrade to other stuff as well, so that's not a problem. We do all sorts of different food like chicken tenders, chicken wings, fish and chips, full breakfasts, everything really, salads, burgers obviously. You'll probably see the adverts appear fairly soon. You'll be able to see what sort of food we've got. Glad to hear they're all doing good, Dan. Hope you're doing good up there as well. Okay, so our next game is attack and defend. Players are just entering the arena now, so we'll get that camera changed over for you guys. In this one, the aim of the game is to capture all of the targets in the arena in the fastest time possible. The team to do it faster is obviously the winning team. The defending team will have limited lives, and the attackers will have unlimited lives. So the reason we do that is just so that the game doesn't meet sort of a stalemate where they're just sort of back and forth on the like defending the whole thing. Eventually, if the attacking team aren't able to attack as aggressively as we'd like them to, they will eventually just be able to take out all the players. Dan is just about to start the game here, so I think it's the greens attacking first. The reds / blues are defending. So they've already got loads of the targets, already 10 in before 10 seconds was up. 12 now. These guys are pretty quick, so I'd like to think that they might get a pretty fast time, so we'll see. Our fastest time on the stream here was 55 seconds, 54 seconds maybe. I think it was 55. Very quick time. Oh, they've almost done it though. 2 more targets. Come on, they can do this. Come on, get those 2 in that. Oh, they've 1 more. Damn. They're very close. I think it might have been this group of guys that actually got. There you go. That was a very quick time. 1 minute and 7 seconds. Very fast. So that was the greens. I'll put that in the chat. So I'll leave the cameras on so you can see they're just resetting. It's the Reds' turn to attack. And here we go. See how quick these guys do it. It's 10 done already. 12 in the first 10. That's very fast. 7 more targets to get. 5 more now. 15 in 20 seconds is really fast. 3 more targets, come on. 2 more in 30 seconds, that's mad. And they've done it. That's the fastest time. 49 seconds. Jeez, that was a very fast time. That is 6 seconds faster than our previous one. Just muted my mic there, but yeah, that was a record time. 49 seconds to the Reds there. So well done to the Reds there. Very, very, very quick time. Okay, so next game we're doing a team domination. The guys are going straight back in because they're all fully loaded still from the last 2 rounds, which were over in like super fast. Well done to the Reds though for getting that record time, 49 seconds now. So that's very, very quick. I'll get the names of the guys off the Red team and I'll write that down. Okay, so I've taken the names down of the guys that did our record run. So we'll make a little scoreboard of the fastest times for that game. I think that would be a cool thing to add. So the guys are going straight back in for a tug of war style game called Team Domination. Basically, the idea is to shoot your coloured targets more than the other team, holding the majority points for the longer time. So it'll make more sense when it starts. You'll see the numbers will go up and down. As you shoot a target, it will take a point away from the other team and give your team a point. So the more you shoot targets, the more points you're going to gain over losing. So we'll switch the cameras over while Dan sorts the game out, so you can see some of the players are already having a little chat in the arena there. But really well done to the Reds. You can still see the time there on the scoreboard. 49 seconds is very quick. The low end of 49 too, so very fast. Our previous record was 55 seconds, so that's a lot quicker. 6 seconds off of the record time, so very quick. I had a feeling they one of these groups of guys today would have done the record. That was very fast. But like I said, these guys have played here quite a few times now, some of them. Not all of them, but some of them have played here almost every week. Dan's just reassuring the guys understand the game. The easiest way to describe this is just like a tug of war, really. Shoot more targets than the other team is the easy way to describe it to the guys playing, I think. It's not about holding the colours though in this one, it's about turning your targets off. So you want to shoot your colour targets rather than keeping them your colour. You can kind of tell who's doing better by seeing what targets you can see more of. If you can see more reds, it means that the greens are probably doing better than them, but not always. The best way is just look at the scoreboard. You can see currently the reds are doing better than the greens because they're holding more, or they've got more points currently. But it's evening out. As you'll see, it goes up and down a lot as each team shoots the target. The points change. So now the greens took it, and now it's even again. Now it goes all over the place. You can hear the targets going off. Crazy. So the Reds have taken a big lead now. I think it's, as we were saying earlier, the Reds just seem to be more focused on the objective, which is good. And they're still just as competent on the kills and stuff as well, which is good. It's just the Greens don't seem to be so objective focused, which, I mean, they're not playing to win against each other. They're all just having fun, but no. So the Reds still holding this lead quite strong here. I don't think the Greens have recovered from it yet. I think Dan's going to give the green team a little bit of a encouragement there. Just let him know that they're getting stomped. They're doing a tiny bit better, but I don't think they're doing... as I say, they're getting some targets now. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Oh dear. We're just over the 5-minute mark now. Oh, 6-minute mark, sorry. There we go. I can't read the time, obviously. They've evened out now. I think the Greens might not win unless they pull some sort of big reversal. Apparently, I think Dan's encouraging words did help them for a minute there, but they seem to have reverted back to forgetting to shoot the targets. Are just joining us as well. This game is called Team Domination. It's basically like a tug-of-war style game. As you'll see, the points go up and down on each team. Every time a player shoots a target, it adds a point to their team and takes a point away from the other team. So the Greens have currently been shooting more targets than the Reds have. I think it was mostly because all of the Reds just respawned. Why has that camera just gone upside down? That was weird. Interesting. That was strange. Okay. Yeah, the Greens are definitely doing better in this half of the game. I don't know if they're going to recover from the Reds' really heavy lead though at the start. So those first 5 minutes of the game, the Reds did hold majority of the points. So we'll wait and see. And the Reds do seem to have taken the lead again, unfortunately. So I think that might have sealed the win for the Reds there. Both teams are just as good as each other on sort of player versus player sort of thing though, so that's good. Oh, guy just took a bit of a nasty shot there to the soft bits, I think. we're just coming up to the last minute of the game here. The Reds have taken the lead again, unfortunately for the Greens. They've got all of the points now, so I think that has definitely secured it for them. Does seem to be a 20-second delay on the sound there. Not quite sure why. I'll have to look into that, but hopefully it gets better soon. There you go, Dan tells them 10 seconds and they all go crazy. Yeah, game over. So yeah, it was a red win. I'll find out what the respawns were like in a moment, but well done to the Reds. They did hold, that was quite a heavy red win there. They held their points for almost 80% of the entire game there, so well done to them. We'll be back shortly with another game. I'll let you know what the respawns were in a second as well once Dan tells me. He's about to tell me now. So the Reds actually respawned a little bit more than the Greens did. They had 55 respawns and the Greens had 52. So it was very, very even on the kills, like we've had pretty much every single game. So they're evenly matched in that kind of sense. But I think the Greens just get a bit carried away with shooting at the other players, which isn't a bad thing as long as they're having fun. But yeah, we'll be back with I think another round of team domination in a few minutes time. They're just gonna have a bit of a break and a breather and we'll be back, so bear with us a couple minutes. So if you're just joining the stream now, players are just on a quick break. We will be back with another round of team domination soon, before we stop for lunch. It's basically like a tug of war style game, which makes a lot more sense when we're actually watching it live. So I'll re-explain it when the game starts. A couple more minutes out. I think players are just finishing up reloading and stuff like that, and then we'll be back with another game. Okay, so players are just entering the arena now. One or two just getting in there. Most of them are still trying to get their gear sorted. So hopefully a minute or two until this game starts. I believe we are doing another round of team domination, which is the tug of war style one. I'll let you know if that changes though. But yeah, hopefully just a minute or two until the game starts. I'll switch the cameras over now because there's more than a few players in there. There we go. Okay, so here we go. Players are just heading over to their spawn points now. Can't speak today for some reason. Hopefully they get started fairly soon. So this is team domination. In team domination, it is basically a tug of war. So the idea is to find your coloured targets in the arena, which can vary from up to 2 active to 20 active at a time. You need to find those targets and yeah, just keep shooting them basically. The more you shoot them, the more points your team will get, but every time you shoot a target for your team, it will take a point away from the other team, so, and vice versa obviously too. So it's kind of like a tug of war in that sense. You need to shoot targets more than the other team is.
Round starts in 3, 2.
Okay, here we go. Game on. So we got the reds with 1 and the greens. Oh, greens have taken a bit of a stronger lead so far. Oh, maybe not. So last time the reds completely stomped the greens. Kill wise, they were fairly even. They actually died more than the greens did, the red team. But yeah, we'll see what happens here. The greens currently holding the lead. The start of the games are usually a little slower because I think as the game progresses, more and more targets become available. There can be anywhere from 2 to 20 targets, I think, up at one time. But what that means is that if there's 2, there'd be one green, 1 red, and if there's 20, there'd be like 10 green, 10 red. So it's always even, which is cool. Makes the game very fair. The arena is laid out in a way so that it is fair. We've put targets in mirrored positions and everything like that. The whole arena is mirrored. The reason we do it in a mirrored sort of way is just to sort of make sure it's just as fair for everyone. Oh, there we go, got a little dance there. I'll make a note of that. We're going to make a little compilation of all the dances. The respawns are also a factor in this game. I'm not sure how much of a factor they are, but they do count in this one. I think it's more of just a visual sort of representation of who's doing better though. The reds, oh, as I said, it had changed, but the reds were holding majority. The greens have taken the lead a little bit now. Not by very far, but they are holding more targets, and then there you go, they're holding a little more. The whole start of the game seems to have been very red heavy, but the greens are sort of doing a bit better now. Now there's more targets available anyway. We're just coming up to the halfway mark. The Reds do seem to be quite heavy on the lead here. Definitely the stronger objective-based team out of the two. I think this may possibly be... we'll probably squeeze another one in before lunch. We should be able to. The next game will probably be the last one before lunch. But after lunch we will be back with more streams. Streaming the rest of the day till about 6 o'clock-ish. From just after 2, I believe. So lots more fun to be had today. So there's 4 minutes left, and the Reds have just taken all of the points. The Greens have absolutely no points, which is a bit of a sad one for them. Looks like they're having fun though, so as long as they're having fun, doesn't really matter too much. They seem to be enjoying themselves. This is a private game as well today, so yeah, it seems to just be Dan's just informed me that it sounds like the Greens are just looking out to just shoot the other players. To be fair, they don't seem too fussed about the targets, which is fair enough if that's what they want to do. Oh, a bit of a strange slide in there. I'll write that time down as well. So we're just coming up to 2 minutes left on the game. Still heavy on the Reds, but I think the Greens have honestly just given up on the targets. They seem to just be looking for the Red players and just taking them out. So they seem to be playing a different game mode in their eyes. Not much point in me talking about the score at this point in the game, really. I don't think. So let's just focus on what's going on. It looks like they're all doing silly things, having a laugh. Still, that one player there, very brave without his lower face protection. I'm sure he's probably got a nice couple of welts that I'll see at lunchtime on his face. But we've got just less than 1 minute now, so I'll let Dan know when we get to 30 seconds. go. The game sped up a little bit now. Then said the last 30 seconds. Always guys seem to go crazy when it's the end. And there we go. That's game over there. And the Greens win apparently. That's interesting. I'm not quite sure how that's happened. Maybe it's they just took all the targets at the end there. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's whoever's holding the most by the end of the game. An interesting one. Well done to the Greens. Somehow winning there. Look, the Reds held all the targets for the entire game there, but the Greens did win. So yeah, well done to the Greens. They managed to take all the points just at the end of the game there, and they managed to win, which is crazy. Not seen that before. Didn't know that's how it works, but we're all learning new stuff on these this target system every time we use it. So it's very unique. It's not really used for this intention in practice. It's just their targets for a shooting range usually, but we've implemented them into our arena in such a way that we can play games with them. So it's a little bit funny sometimes. I will be back soon with another game, I believe. I think they'll be able to get one more in before lunch. I'll let you know if they aren't going to do that, but they should be doing that. So bear with us a couple minutes and I'll find out what's happening. Okay, so we've got one last game before we stop for lunch. I'll get the camera switched over for you guys. The players are going to play an interesting one. This is Infected. We only usually do this on special occasions, like private games and stuff like that. It's not one we usually go. So, oh, they've already started. So one of the players there, I think he's in the green jumper sort of thing. He is the Infected. Every time he shoots a player, they get converted to his team. He's got a couple already. There you go. The two on the bottom left there, they are the Infected currently. Every time they shoot a player, they get converted over to their team, I believe. And then at the end of the game, whichever team has, obviously, there's a survivor. It's good, but I think it's just whoever converts all of the other players to zombies the quickest, I guess. I see they change armbands as well. Converted a lot of zombies, a lot of players to zombies. I think there's literally one armband player left. And that's it, I think. That is game over. So I think we're going to run another round of this. Yeah, they're just resetting, putting armbands back on. So the idea is it's armbands versus non-armbands pretty much, and you have to convert players to non-armbands. So when you get shot, you take your armband off basically, and go back to the zombie respawn. Like I said though, this isn't one we usually run because the rounds can just be over in a few seconds. So we don't usually run this on regular evenings. It's not very clear what's happening on the stream either, to be honest. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We had one once where the zombie had a grenade and he threw the grenade and it took out the entire team, and then that was it. It was just like over in a second. So here we go, we've got the player on the bottom left, that is the zombie respawn there. He's the infected. And then you've got all the non-infected there on the right. Dan's got a stopwatch, I think, is what's going on there. A bit of a defensive sort of tactic now, the armband players are, it would seem. So like I said, we only do this really in private games. If you do want to book your own private game, you can head to our Simply Book thing and book in with us, or you can phone us, but I'll put the link to our thing, to our booking thing in the chat now. So it's the link to that is 308sniper.simplybook.it. You can go to that website and book in. You can book in for a normal game, you can book in for whatever you like, but we do all sorts of stuff. We do gotcha, we do this, obviously, the Airsoft. But yeah, let us know what you think about that, and we'll sort it all out for you. So, who's going to be the zombie next? I think that's what they're trying to figure out. Dan, just to let you know, you got 5 minutes before lunch, mate. 5 minutes. You've got 5 minutes before lunch. Sorry, I just left the mic on there, but I just letting Dan know it's got 5 minutes before the end there, so this might be the end. I think they might possibly do one more. Yeah, it looks like they're going to do one more round, and then they'll come down for lunch, I think. It looks like our zombie has forgotten to take his band off, so it's going to be confusing. They should all know who he is though, so he's quite distinct. And here we go. Zombie flying ahead there, taking quite a few. I just tried to grenade the zombies. It didn't work out for them though. Got a grenade back. There's an armband in the spawn. Hopefully that gets found. Not sure if they're doing another round or not. We'll see. Looks like they are. So the reason why we're doing so many different rounds of this is because it just doesn't last very long. It can be over in a few seconds. Oh, very close there. Took out loads of him suddenly then. I think he's got one more to get. You can see in the top right camera there, hiding in the corner. He's bound to find him. I think he's just hiding though. They're all very close to him now. How long is it going to take them to find him? Oh, they've got another one in the bottom corner there. Looks like he's been converted, so there's one more. So there's one player left, but all the zombies seem to have left the arena, so that means that that player clearly is the winner. They've obviously spotted him now. He's obviously just better than everyone else, so there you go. Bunch of zombies that just can't find the other player, obviously. There. Oh, one of them's going to get him now. Oh, sounds like he got him. They all just forgot about him, it seems. But yeah, that is us for lunch. We'll be back after lunch, just after 2 o'clock, with some more games. So bear with us until then, and then we'll be back. Enjoy your lunch if you can have your lunch now, but that's what we're going to do. So we'll be back just after 2